what you get at a Trump rally these days. Confrontations between his supporters, emboldened by their candidate's angry rhetoric.
We're tired of paying for them. They need to get up and get a job, get out of bed and go to work.
Clashing with protesters who reject the vision of America Trump is selling.
Why you tell us to sit up? You just said it. It ain't worth it arguing with these liberal nuts.
Amid the flying insults about liberal nuts, you hear,
it's us against them.
It's us against them. In this case, the them disarms the us with a hug, but not all arguments are resolved so peacefully. In Chicago, fights broke out when protesters overwhelmed a Trump rally and it was cancelled. If you thought that might lead the candidate to try to calm temperatures, you'd be wrong.
Well, I see people in the audience that I don't think they have a great future. I think they're disruptors. I think they are not in love with our country. I don't know if they do it for a living. I don't know if they get paid for doing it. But they are not good people, and they are certainly not good for our country.
The scenes outside the rally held by Ohio Governor John Kasich appear far calmer. But there's pressure. The governor needs to prevail here to stop Trump winning enough delegates to take the nomination. He sounds confident enough.
Governor, how are you feeling? So, are you positive about Tuesday?
He tells me he'll win. But if he doesn't and Trump becomes the nominee, well, listen to how this senior member of the Ohio Republican Party responded to that.
When I looked at the other night in Chicago, as an African American, it was an opportunity for Donald Trump to stand and lead and to try to unite. And he used it as a point of political combat. And I had major problem with that. There's no way that I will support him now.
Even if he wins the nomination?
Even if he wins the nomination. Since I've been in Republican politics, I have supported every nominee and every candidate until this one. But there's a line that I can't cross because I have to sleep at night, and I want to sleep well.
So I'm joined now by Mark Monroe, who's the local Republican county chair.
Welcome to Youngstown.
Thank you very much. We've just been hearing from one of your fellow Republicans saying that she couldn't sleep at night if she had to support Donald Trump as nominee. How's your sleep going?
I'll sleep just fine, but my first choice, by the way, is Governor John Kasich. With Governor Kasich in the White House, I'll sleep very well.
But if Donald Trump does become the nominee, will he have your support?
Yes, he will. I'm committed to supporting whoever our Republican nominee is. When we had 17 candidates at the beginning, I thought, my gosh, what a great collection of talent on stage. Now we're down to 4, and I will be glad to support anyone who wins that nomination.
But is he doing the Republican Party a favor? I mean, there are those who, we're hearing from senators, congressmen saying, look, they'll put their country before the party, and they think Donald Trump is bad for the country.
You know, it's funny, this area is surrounded by Democrats, and because of Donald Trump, we might have 4,000 or 5,000 new Republicans in the Mahoning County Republican Party by the time this is done.
So you're talking about Democrats who've crossed over, who've signed up as Republicans?
He's fascinating, yes. I give Donald Trump credit for energizing the party, getting people involved in the process who were not involved before.
But he's energizing the party and imploding it at the same time, isn't he? I mean, you have John Kasich, you have Marco Rubio coming out and saying he's not fit to be president.
I know, what a year this has been. It's been madness. On one hand, we're seeing a lot of excitement and energy, but on the other hand, we're a little bit concerned.
But aren't you concerned by the violence? I mean, what about the rallies? What about these were horrifying scenes. I mean, if you're watching from abroad and you see people taking swings at one another on the rally floor in Chicago, surely he holds some responsibility for that.
Absolutely. My bigger fear is if Donald Trump is the nominee, can he defeat Hillary Clinton? That's my concern. But
if Donald Trump is the nominee, aren't we going to see those scenes like we saw in Chicago repeated over and over again? He's done nothing to try and calm down his own supporters. I mean, there's a real risk of widespread violence.
I know, it almost feels like it's a revolution that's beginning in this country. But certainly we have to hope that it doesn't get to that point. We need to tamp this down. We've got a great process for selecting our president. We need to let it play out.
But the process, I mean, potentially, you're talking about the convention in July. Exactly. There is a chance that there will be an effort, if you like, to turn the tables on Trump there, isn't there?
Well, let's remember that whoever gets the majority of the delegates wins the nomination. And if Donald Trump doesn't have enough delegates, well, then the delegates have to come together and find a candidate who does.
So you're talking about a live vote on the convention floor.
Absolutely.
And the nominee will come out of that.
And we haven't seen anything like that for many, many years. I mean, I've been involved in many political campaigns. It's going to be fun to watch.
Fun and dramatic. Okay,
Stay tuned.
Thank you very much.
It's not over
Mark
yet.
Monroe, thank you very much.